and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this period of time in your life. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. So, Scorpio, I feel that this month of May is a month of evaluation and a month of decisions as well. And I feel that some of you are contemplating, trying to dig it up and kind of make lists of pros and cons of certain aspects. You're trying to get your, decisions you're trying to get through, or choices available available in your life or at your disposal at this time. You're trying to consider them. But I feel that some of you feel that whatever you do, whatever you choose, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So I feel that you are aware, or gaining that awareness, that there's no perfect solutions. There's no way that any choice would bring you a sense of complete peace, because I feel it involves others and circumstances that don't depend on you, don't depend on your degree of control or attempt to, not afflict them or not impact them. So I feel like you feel a little bit tied down by pressure during the month of May in making decisions, for those of you who do need to make decisions, because I do feel that there's an energy here of needing to rest your case or resting your cases about the truth of certain situations, or about decisions that need to be made. And some of you may actually make them during the month of May and make a commitment to that decision and swallow your fear of loss, because I feel that what's bringing this kind of cliffhanger energy here, this big and decisive energy, is the fact that you're afraid of losing something, or there's a fear of losing something about yourselves, about the current circumstances in your life, about a relationship or a person. There's a loss here that's weighing heavy on you. And I feel that you're understanding that sometimes, there's sacrifices that need to be made, which in reality here are being shown as priorities. I think that the key for you to understand in the month of May what it is that you should do, or what's the truth behind, those options that you are contemplating, is, understanding what kind of priorities you have in life right now, and then make a choice accordingly. And of course, there's no, even by knowing, where your priorities lie, it doesn't mean that it's going to make it easier, but it's going to make you feel more, I feel, at peace with your mind. You do have here the Justice card in your subconscious force. So you want to set things right, or you want things to be right during the month of May. You don't want to fail. You don't want to make a mistake. You don't want to say anything that you shouldn't. And as well, you don't want to keep things that you feel you shouldn't take. So you're very focused on integrity, or there's an energy of integrity here driving, actions and circumstances in the month of May. I feel that you may still be battling with troubles with communication or getting across, it's like information is kind of hectic, or on and off communication, emails, phone calls, they are showing up as a challenge again. So there's something about it that may be upsetting or just overwhelming in terms of, again, what's the next direction that I want to take, what to do with all this information, what to do with the lack of information as well, because you could also be battling with the fact that maybe you're not sure what to do because you feel like you don't have all the information, you don't have all the facts. Regardless of that, I feel that some of you will receive a phone call, or it could be an actual phone call that will be important, or the universe is calling you to listen to something, to see something. It's like a calling from the universe, a wake-up call sometimes to reality, to understand everything, because I feel that you do have a lot at stake. I do feel that, yes, Scorpios may be in a tough position about whichever they're trying to do right now, and you're being tested as well. I feel that you're being tested, or others are testing you again, are testing your integrity, are testing your truth, are testing your ability to rise above your own fears and come forward with the truth. Or you are expecting that as well from others. There's an energy of no apology, so I don't know what this exactly means. I don't know if there's a lack of, like kind of an insensitivity. Sometimes it comes up with the Justice card. It's like an eye for an eye kind of vibration. So maybe you feel like you don't need to apologize for anything, and you do the decisions you want to do, and you make them without considering the effects. You are called to pay attention to that, though, because the Judgment is also here, and the Justice and the Judgment together it is important to, yes, follow what you want, follow your heart, follow your dreams, but not in a manner that you may end up creating karmic issues with others because you didn't care to leave them a word, or to leave them a note, or to explain something when they asked you to. I do feel that you will be asked for something, and you may feel like it's not your place to give it, or vice versa. You may be asking for something, and some people may be denying that to you. So there may be a lack of apologies, or a lack of consent in, I don't know, giving the upper hand or giving up something. I do feel that there's a conflict. They're still going to be with you until the end of the month. You're trying to bring a truce to the table, or you're trying to establish peace and harmony in your thought, but delaying decisions is kind of telling you here that is creating already a decision on its own. So make sure, again, you are considering all factors, everything that's in the table right now, because it is important. There's kind of an energy here of trouble in paradise, whichever you consider to be your paradise or your happiness. There's something that possibly is going very well, or you believe is going very well, that may surprise you negatively. It may bring you, in confrontation to something that you didn't want to see about that paradise. It's a very, the reading doesn't give, in my opinion, the energy here is not giving a lot of conclusion about what's to come out of this. It will depend on you and others involved, and will depend on your discernment and your capacity to be honest with yourself and anyone involved in your actions. It's a karmic time. It's a time where you really need to watch your actions. I do feel, though, some of you are maturing. Some of you are, that's why the Justice card is here, is like you really want to be the best. And I feel like whichever in the past was hard for you to, gain awareness of at the higher note, with more knowledge, with a higher source of understanding, right now that is maturing. You're not, I feel you're not as easily, manipulated or subjugated by illusions, as possibly some of you were before. This process of gaining awareness is going to as well be one of the ways you can find out what's the right thing to do right now in your life. I do feel that, again, this trouble in paradise, and actually this Justice card as well, could be, and this Two of Wands, you could be leaving a relationship. I feel that some of you could be again gaining insight or being honest about the fact that there's something in your life that it's not working. It could be a relationship, a marriage, a circumstance that has not, you know, it hasn't improved, and I feel like you're being called to be honest and confront the situation and the person you are with and communicate with them. I feel though that this is a very hard thing, yes, because there is love, or there's a connection here that it's not easy to just separate yourself from emotionally. And you know, it doesn't mean that Scorpios will break up with their partners. Is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that some of you possibly will come to terms, if that's what you come to terms with, that, you know, it's not right. Whichever is happening is not right, is not truthful, so you will decide to move away from it. Because I also feel that the future is calling you, and what lies ahead, you know, the possibilities ahead are also calling to you. Others of you may be dealing with love triangles in situations where you need to choose a partner. Yes. Some of you are just being tested about the truth of love. Do you love this person? Do you want to be with this person, or you don't want to be? You know, it's kind of a big questions about relationships coming in here as well. In other notes, I feel that others of you are relationships with, you know, the spiritual world are very strong here. Beautiful, strong bonds some Scorpios are creating with spirit. I feel that some of you are really accompanied by a good team of guides, and for Scorpios that are more, you know, receptive to psychic energies and comfortable with them, it could be a good time to connect with those guiding forces, because actually they can as well help you see whichever you may feel in the month of May. It's hard to see and come terms with. Others of you may be dealing with some fears, and it's more like phobias, panic, stress, real strong, you know, odd, you know, behaviors that sometimes may come to you or overwhelm you when, you know, you are under stress. And I feel some of you are a little bit under stress in the month of May due to decisions and the fear of making them and making wrong ones, and there's a lot of questions still here in your mind. You're not as I feel that some of you are not as at peace as you seem, or you may appear to be when you, especially in work situations. I feel that you may feel some stress, some restlessness, but you're still looking calm and collected and business minded. Business, it also seems to be an important energy for others. I feel that some of you are being noticed or recognized by your work ethics and your skills. I do feel that there's good developments professionally, and I feel that you know, the past also for some of you is showing up here. So I don't know what this past link is, but it may be a part of what's creating all the fuss about the need to really reevaluate where you are in your life and what's the truth of your being speaking, and what's the truth of that past as well. I feel that some of you may attract past circumstances, thoughts, memories, person, you know, people, because you may need to get to the bottom of the truth that lies there, or what happened there, or who they are for you, what they mean for you, what that circumstance that happens for some of you some time ago, still how deep they still affect you and the way you look at things. It may also be, you know, really keeping you from advancing. That's why you may come to terms in the month of May that there are decisions to make. Yeah, I feel though that the fear of, I don't know, I don't even feel it's a fear. I feel like some of you really know that you don't want to lose something, but you may feel like, again, there's no perfect options and sacrifices. So this may be about anything that puts you in this place of split between, sometimes we have a big heart and we can actually love multiple people, of course. Again, and when it comes to love situations in terms of romance, I feel that it is possible to love two people at the same time. This is for Scorpios that are dealing with this. But again, what is your priority, and who is in alignment with those priorities and who is not, and who is a part of your truth at the moment and who is not. Where is the false sense of you know, needing or wanting to have it all clouding your judgment, and how this may be affecting everyone involved? You know, there's a lot of thoughts about this. I do feel that either way it goes, you will need to be fair. And I don't feel like it's I don't know how to explain you, but it's a tricky situation. But I also feel that, and in the end of it, when you do make a decision, when you do come to terms about what you want to do, I feel that some of you will feel at peace, and the bonds you will have in your future from that moment forward, the bonds, the type of soul merging connections will be so rewarding. And that's the silver lining of whichever hard choices you will make now, is that in the end of it, you will be rewarded, because when we're looking for truth and when we are being the best version of ourselves, we attract the same in return. So I hope you have a great month of May. Thank you so much for all of you who have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And hopefully we'll see each other soon.